Just because a product is labelled vegan doesn't mean it's necessarily sustainable. However, a lot of the time it does go hand in hand because sustainability and the environment, although it's not intrinsically vegan, it is something that vegans and people that opt for vegan choices are concerned about. So it actually is the case that a lot of brands are bringing out vegan and more sustainable products because it goes hand in hand. In terms of like animal labour during production of products, that's something that the Vegan Society would not endorse.
Hi, my name is Patricia and I'm sitting here with Chloe Martin, vegan trademark business developer in cosmetics industry at Vegan Society. Welcome, Chloe. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So, vegan movements are on the rise. I would say it's kind of trendy to be a vegan nowadays. Please correct me if I'm wrong. However, the common mistake is that vegan and plant-based are equal. What are the main differences? And how are these differences seen in cosmetics and Nutricosmetics?
Yeah, sure. So you're definitely right. It is definitely on the rise. I think mainly because people are becoming more aware about their impact on the world. In regards to plant-based and vegan, plant-based normally refers to the diet. However, there's no official term, but that's what we refer it to. So veganism, the definition is to live a life which seeks to exclude as far as practically possible any harm or cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, cosmetics and any other purpose. So plant-based can be an aspect of a vegan diet, but brands do have to be careful because a plant-based label sometimes can mean that there's non-vegan ingredients in there, like honey, whereas if it's vegan, there's no animal products in there at all. So that's the main differences.
Oh, interesting. I actually didn't know that. So another perception is also that vegan products are more sustainable, cruelty-free, natural, eco-friendly, sustainable, etc., etc. But these kind of products can often be worse than conventional products. Vegans, for example, claim that coconuts are not vegan because little trained monkeys pick up the majority of the coconuts, meaning animals are involved in the production. And this is only one example, you know. On the other hand, we have collagen, and the raw material of collagen is upcycled ingredient, meaning that it's a byproduct of the meat industry and would be discarded if not returned to the food chain to be used for human consumption. Does Vegan Society pay attention to these kind of aspects?
Yes. So, just because a product is labelled vegan doesn't mean it's necessarily sustainable. However, a lot of the time it does go hand in hand because sustainability and the environment, although it's not intrinsically vegan, it is something that vegans and people that opt for vegan choices are concerned about. So it actually is the case that a lot of brands are bringing out vegan and more sustainable products because it goes hand in hand. In terms of like animal labour during production of products, that's something that the Vegan Society would not endorse. So if we tracked the production back for a coconut oil product, for example, if we found out that there was monkeys used during the harvesting, we wouldn't register that product, just like we wouldn't register truffles that were harvested by dogs and pigs. It's just something that goes against our
beliefs.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. In regards to the non-vegan collagen, at the Vegan Society, we just don't think it's essential or necessary to use animals for our benefit in any way, especially whilst there's vegan alternatives and there's ways to increase your supply of collagen.
I understand that. Yeah. As mentioned at the beginning of our conversation, we see a lot of vegan-related content, but the fact is that the percentage of vegans is still relatively small compared to meat eaters. And it's quite funny because in Nutricosmetics, for example, we see many vegans actually taking collagen because they can see actual results, especially compared to vegan formulations such as vegan collagen boosters. Do you believe that the future can be vegan?
Hopefully, yeah. So yeah, you are right. We are a minority currently. However, we've seen such massive growth in the last few years. So in the recent years, there's been a massive shift towards vegan values, and we feel like that's just going to be on the rise. For example, the vegan trademark, with the first and original vegan accreditation for product labelling, we've seen 87% of our registrations come in the last 5 years. So it shows that the demand
is
really,
a lot.
Yeah. So it shows that the demand is really out there. In terms of it being a vegan world, tomorrow, that probably would be a bit unrealistic of me to say. But I do really feel like there's hope in shifting our habits towards that way, and that way it would be a kind of world for the animals, ourselves, and the planet in general.
Sounds ideal. Well, let's hope we can make it. Thank you, Chloe, for this interesting conversation, and thank you for watching us.
Thank you.